The number one natural travel wonder of the world is the Great Migration in Africa. The area of the migration lies mainly in the country of Tanzania and to a lesser extent the country of Kenya. The main part of the migration takes place in the Serengeti National Park, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the most popular game sanctuary in the world. However, there are other adjoining areas where the Great Migration also takes place. Off the northeast of the Serengeti is the Loliondo Controlled Area. Off the southeast of the Serengeti is the Ngorongoro Conservation Area. Off the southwest of the Serengeti is the Maswa Game Reserve. North of the Grumeti River is the Grumeti Game Reserve. Off to the northwest of the Serengeti is the Ikorongo Game Reserve. To the north of the Serengeti in Kenya lies the Masai Mara Park. The overall migration area is approximately 250,000 square kilometers, which is approximately the size of the state of Massachusetts or half the size of the province of Nova Scotia. The animals live in absolute freedom on the endless plains. In search of phosphorus-rich, rain-ripened grass, hundreds of thousands of wildebeest, zebra, gazelles, and their entourage migrate in a clockwise direction over the expanse of the plains. The movement of the migration is dependent on the rain, so it is not a precise event, but generally it unfolds as follows over the course of a year. In January and February, the herds typically congregate in the southern plains of the Serengeti and the western part of the Ngorongoro Conservation Area. Within a 3-week time period, sometime between January and mid-March, most of the female wildebeest give birth, producing 8,000 calves each day. The large predators such as the lion, cheetah, and leopard are very active at this time, as are the scavengers who feed on the remains. In March and April, the grazing herds gradually move off in the northwest direction. In May, the wildebeest rutting takes place where 250,000 males compete to mate with 750,000 females. In June, the herds congregate in the western corridor just south of the Grumeti River, where the Nile crocodile lays in wait. Eventually, the wildebeest and zebra drink from and move across the Grumeti River amidst the mayhem brought on by the crocodiles and the other predators. In August, the migration moves northwards, eventually crossing the Mara River, where again the crocodiles lurch. In September, the herds cross into the Masai Mara and graze there through October. In November, the herds move southward, and by December they are back in the southern Serengeti and the western Ngorongoro Conservation Area. Visitors generally stay 3 to 5 days to observe the migration, driving in vehicles on dirt roads. Lion Dog African Safaris provides large, private, 4-wheel drive vehicles with pop-up roofs for viewing the game, driven by an English-speaking guide. Because of the vast distances involved, in order to best witness the migration, it is important to overnight close to the areas where the migration is taking place. Accommodations can consist of camping, staying in Hemingway-style tents set up on platforms, to staying in permanent structures. Prices can range anywhere from $100 per person per night to $1,000 per person per night. Please visit our website for pictures of some of the camps and lodges available. Lion Dog African Safaris is able to custom design your safari based on your budget and on the timing of your visit to situate you ideally for the migration. As part of the overall safari, it is advisable to also safari the other adjoining parks, all teeming with wildlife. There is the Ngorongoro Crater, the 8th natural wonder of the world, as well as Lake Manyara and the Tarangire parks. All of these parks together are referred to as the Northern Park Circuit. There are also other exciting attractions to visit in Africa. Notable, there is the Mount Kilimanjaro Trek, the exotic island of Zanzibar, the Selous Game Reserve, Victoria Falls, and the mountain gorillas. To get more information on visiting any of these jewels of Africa, please see the Lion Dog website or give us a phone call directly.